Let's now get into the latest around the Baltimore Ravens, and could they potentially be trading with the Atlanta Falcons? When I first saw this by Bleacher Report, I was like, wait a minute. I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, Ravens, Falcons at pick 4? Not quite. So this scenario, the Falcons would trade up with the Ravens for a quarterback. The scenario involves Atlanta, okay, getting back into round 1. So when you look at all the draft picks here, Atlanta has pick number 35. The Ravens, they have pick number 31 because of the trade that they just recently did with Orlando Brown Jr. So if you're Baltimore, you're like, okay, I now have 2 first-round picks. Sure, they're a little bit later in the first round, but you can get a little bit more flexible here. So this is what Bleacher Report had to say on the Ravens trading back. The Ravens would be the perfect trade partner after acquiring the number 31 pick from the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't know if they'd be the perfect trade partner, but I will say this. Anytime a team like the Ravens, who has been aggressive in the past, who has a pretty complete roster, if they feel like that they can add extra pieces, hey, I think they'd be all about it. So here's the trade idea that Bleacher Report decided to cook up. The Baltimore Ravens, they get that 2021 second-round pick, 35 overall. You also get a fourth-round pick, 108 overall, and then a 2022 third-round pick. The Falcons, they received that first-round pick that Baltimore got from Kansas City. So I'm going to ask you this question. Who wins this trade? And I want you to be 100% honest with me. I want you to go down in the comments, be an overachiever, and let me know why you're going to go with each side, because here in a little bit, I'm going to tell you who I think ends up winning this trade. So let me know. F for the Atlanta Falcons, or I want you to type R for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to sit here and say the Ravens win this trade, and maybe it's a little bit unfair for me to say that because, like, when you look at the overall value of that trade, I'll say this. I actually think that it's pretty fair, right? But for Baltimore, if you can just add a few extra picks, if you can get a little bit more draft capital, that's great. The biggest reason why I'm saying that they won the trade is because in Bleacher Report's idea, the Atlanta Falcons are trading up for Davis Mills. No disrespect to him out of Stanford. He has no business being a first-round quarterback. I don't even think he deserves to be a second-round quarterback. But you see it every year. One team falls in love with a guy, and he goes a lot earlier here. But as it stands right now, let's just say that trade, it doesn't happen. The Ravens, they have 2 first-round picks, no second-round picks, 2 third, 2 fourth, 2 fifth, a sixth, no seventh. When I see that much draft capital, and I see a team that knows what they're doing, especially in the draft like Baltimore. Like, you want to talk about over the last few years, which team has been the most, I'll say, dominant or most consistent team in having solid drafts? The Ravens are up there. So this is what I'm saying, man. I think the Ravens, they can be aggressive. So if they want to trade back, they can do it. If they want to take that package deal of 27 and 31, and if they want to go up and get one of those top receivers, let's say one of those top guys ends up falling down a little bit like Devonta Smith, I think that they can get aggressive and they can go up and get him. If they want to take an edge rusher, a tackle, they can 100% do it. So I'm going to look into my crystal ball here, and I'm going to make a prediction. I expect another Ravens trade. I don't know if it's going to happen on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe it's going to happen on draft day itself. But with the amount of draft capital that this team has, and as much as they are wanting to compete in that tough division, I expect another Ravens trade.